Good afternoon. We are here with Datuk Kadir Jasin, publisher and veteran journalist. He's been a journalist for 40 over years. I'd like to ask him a few questions today. And really, sir, you've been talking and writing a lot about leadership in this country over the years. You've been critical of what the governments do. You haven't minced your words. Can you tell us why you have come out with what you've said?
In a democracy, it is a contract. You elect your government to do good things. If your government does good things, you don't necessarily go and say, "Thank you very much, sir," and say you're a brilliant person. Well, I would say thank you to you by voting you back in power again. But if you do the wrong thing, it is my responsibility to say, "Hey, look, I did not elect you to be corrupt. I did not elect you to be stupid. I did not elect you to keep silence over everything. I elect you so that you represent me in the most correct way." That's why I believe that when you give the politician your mandate, you have to continue to tell them, "Hey, I'm not quite satisfied with what you are doing. It's not according to the promise that you made in your voluminous, finely worded, beautifully worded manifestos."
You've let fly with your opinions post the post-Mahathir era. Why this sudden outpouring that the current Prime Minister...
Take the long period of Tun Mahathir Mohamad. There was less criticisms against Tun Mahathir Mohamad, not because the media is pliant or the media is controlled excessively. It was because Tun Mahathir, in fact, was one of the most criticized Prime Minister in this country. Even before he became Prime Minister, there were attempts to stop him from becoming Prime Minister. When he became Prime Minister, less than 5 years, his deputy left to challenge him. Right? Then his deputy got together with Musa Hitam, got together with Tengku Razali to challenge him. Then Anwar challenged him. So actually, we were reporting continuously about challenges and threat against Mahathir. With Mahathir, there were two levels of criticism. One, you criticize him behind the scene. Second, you can also criticize him openly, which he will most of the time respond. But you have to be intelligent. You have to argue better than him or on par with him. And in the case of Mahathir, he led public opinion. Maybe he also believed that Najib should at least lead the public opinion. As he sees now, the government is not leading public opinion. The opposition is doing it.
So you're saying these guys, they don't listen? The current Prime Minister, the current cabinet, current government, they don't respond to opinions and criticisms from anyone?
You see, you have to take a slightly longer period of time. I have written in my blog, I am saying that if there is any dilemma today about government, about leadership of the government, about leadership of UMNO, it was caused by Tun Mahathir Mohamad. I said that openly in my blog because before the general election of 2013, he said pretty clearly, repeatedly, if Najib didn't do well, then something has to be done to him. He kept saying Najib will have to do better than Pak Lah because Pak Lah was an example of a complete failure as far as a lot of people believe. But after Najib performed worse than Pak Lah, he changed his tune. In fact, he made excuses on behalf of Najib and UMNO.
Yes.
Maybe because he really loved Najib. I think he loves Najib. And I believe, no, I don't have to believe, it's a fact, that Tun Razak was Najib's biological father.
Yes.
But Tun Mahathir is Najib's political father. And from 1981 onward, it was Mahathir who took care of him. Mahathir protected him from attempts to put him down. I was there. And I think the father has every right to say to the son, "Hey son, you are not doing the right thing, please do it." And he has every right to say in public, more so about our current Prime Minister.
One last question, sir. Tun Mahathir Mohamad was the longest serving Prime Minister, our strongest minded Prime Minister. Seeing what he says now, what he writes about, how would you, if there's any way of comparing him or the other Prime Ministers to him?
There's only one Tun Mahathir Mohamad, right? Man who is a risk taker. He would have been killed politically a long time ago when he went against Tengku. But he was a man who believed in the importance of conviction. If you believe in something, you do it. And he did it. You know, I suppose anywhere in the world, this is about the hypocrisy of democracy. We all talk about, we want liberal leader, we want this. It didn't work. Look, the UK was almost a bankrupt country. Successive government failed. Until such a time, garbage were not collected in London for months. Lo and behold, came a woman called Margaret Thatcher. If England is today pretty steady economically and politically, it was because what was left behind by Margaret Thatcher. We need a strong leader. All these things about liberal leader, open-minded leader, moderate leader, these are all jargon, these are all cliche. You need a prime minister that does the work. As simple as that.
Thank you, sir. That's it, my little chat with Datuk A. Kadir Jasin, a veteran journalist. And thank you very much for watching 6 Minutes.